This week on Pole House Black Pot Weekend Getaways, we're continuing our camping here at Meramec State Park, and we're going to be cooking what?
Fried mac and cheese.
Fried mac and cheese bites, that's right, and we're also going to be, this is actually Saturday night supper, and then tomorrow to Sunday, we're actually going to be doing some tours around the UR tour of the campsite and the rest of the state park. So we'll be right back and get started.
All right.
This is Wade, and I'm Angel, and this is Iris, and we are Pole House Black Pots Weekend Getaways, where we show you all things yummy to cook in cast iron as we visit different places.
This week, we are going to be making one of Leslie's favorites, and we heard you and I talked about doing this for a long time, and we've never done it yet. So we finally are going to do that. And we talked to her about wanting to come, and she's like, "We give you some ideas that I know I'll like," and she'll decide to come with us. So we're going to start with something called regular leftover
macaroni and cheese,
homemade macaroni and cheese that Angel and Leslie made Friday night before we left. And it's been chilled. We packed it in nice and tight. We're going to cut it in squares and bread it, and then we're going to fry it. And so we're going to have what we are is fried mac and cheese bites. So we're going to regroup, get our breadings and things ready, and we'll start getting these prepared and ready to fry. How about let's try this? Let's do.
Well, one part's going to be a little bigger than the other because it's me.
Well, we're going to no, we'll be fine. I think we can do 12, so let's do that. We're going to cut down here, okay? Cut down here, because I think they're going to be plenty big when we get them cut up. Okay? Now, they do in the middle, okay? And then we'll do 1, 2, do this way. That'll give us 12.
One of them are a portion cut already. So.
Well, it won't anything.
No. Just like Uncle Brian's saying.
We're not going to say that here, though.
Whoops, I think I might have broken it. Oh well.
Oh, well, who cares?
One less dish to wash, dear.
This way we'll have 12. Okay, now, fun part. As long as we can get them out. Now what we're going to do, Leslie, is dish it out of here. Now, what I want you to do is, I'm going to hand it to you, okay? Now, I'm going to hand you one. We're going to dip it in. This is flour, and I put some seasoned salt, black pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder, because I could. We've Leslie's whisked up 2 eggs and some milk.
With mom's help.
This here is actually some butter crackers that we mushed up ahead of time for the final. So, and then here we got a thing to plate to put them on so we get ready for frying. So,
this is Dad's section, mine section's here.
So what I want you to do is, I'm going to pull it out, see if you can form it into a ball with your hand a little bit.
Should I wash?
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Form it into a ball. So I think if you're round, they'll fry better, okay? More evenly.
Like I said?
Yeah, now put it in there. Okay, that's good. Make sure it's nice and packed. We'll put it in here. Okay, now move it into the egg wash.
Like this?
And we'll stir that around. Okay.
Wash my hands up.
Oh yeah, it'll be nice and messy when we get done.
Oh yeah.
Cracker crumbs, stir it around and put it on a plate.
Alright, I gotta get this dribbling.
Yep, cracker crumbs, nice good coating. Set it on a plate. That should be good.
Like that.
Time to fry. Alrighty. Angel's got a little bit of water in this bowl. Ooh, it's almost too hot, isn't it?
Yeah, I just turned it down. So.
Okay, we'll let it cool just a tiny bit. Yeah, that's a little bit splattered too much. You want it to act like it's cooking but not be splattering. It'll cool down pretty quick.
Too long we're gonna be able to get in there. Ooh, it's gonna be. Yeah, that's hot. No, it is not how it cooks. I guess now's a good time to tell you where that come from. We were taking a bunch of 4-H kids camping. We had one girl who did not like hot dogs, and we were planning on having hot dogs. Well, she came a little later than everybody else, and she brought her brats and started cooking it like everybody else did their hot dogs. Well, needless to say, one of the boys said something she didn't like, and she pointed her bratwurst at them, and then she says, "This is hot." And Wade pipes up and says, he wasn't paying any attention, "Well, that's how it cooks."
And it never stopped.
And Leslie has never let me live that down.
Neither did Eric.
Well, Eric didn't either, you're right. But Eric's not here to share, so
So they have to put up with me doing it.
all the time.
Once in the family.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I gotta wash my hands now.
Ooh, they look good, don't they, hon?
Yeah,
They're
they do.
tasty.
We got more than 12.
Yeah, no kidding. Tell it on my shoulder.
Well, Leslie, you going to be the guinea pig?
Yes, I will be.
Why don't you try them and see what you think?
Good.
Good.
Are they lip burners?
No, they're perfect actually. They're good.
Not bad.
Good.
Which one's the hottest, don't know?
That one?
That's the hottest one?
Yes. These.
This side? Okay. That's good.
So, as I continue to fry, we hope you like... Oh, no. We're just keeping going, aren't we? Never mind that. We will see you in the morning.
Yep, we're going to finish this up, eat our brats that we got up at Herman, and yeah, see you all in the morning.
On this channel, we show you yummy, delicious, and interesting things to cook in cast iron, most specifically Dutch ovens. Do you know we have a cookbook? It not only shows you great tips how to use your Dutch ovens, but it gives you our first 2 years of recipes. They're $20 with $6 shipping and handling. You can get those at Pole House Black Pots, P.O. Box 212, Fayette, Missouri 65248, or on Venmo.
Yes, in the Venmo, look up Pole House Black Pots on Venmo. Well, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
We just got through with, of course, our coffee, and we cooked up that wonderful coffee bourbon
It was good.
bacon that we got up in Herman. That was wonderful stuff. And then we mixed them. Leslie had chocolate chip pancakes, and we had blueberry pancakes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave here in a minute. We're packed up ready. We're gonna go some places that the dogs probably can't go, so we're real nice. We're gonna leave them for a while in the air-conditioned camper because it is kind of warm now. It is pushing summer almost. So
Yep.
and we'll do a little exploring and give you a little bit more tour of different things at Meramec State Park. All right, we are actually camping in the third loop, and it goes all the way up to site number 210. So I don't know if there's exactly 210 sites here, but there's definitely 200 of them. But yeah, this is the furthest one back, the third loop. The only disadvantage of this loop is that there's no vault toilets, or there's no water bed or restroom here. But it's a nice, fairly level spots in this one. So we'll give you a little bit more tour of the other two in a minute. right up here I thought was really cool. This is spot 180. And it is all by itself, surrounded by a bunch of trees. That's a beautiful little spot. A couple other spots here that are pretty nice too. Either one would be good for 2 people or 2 different families close by. They're also separate. One of them's got a spot great for tents way back in there. Now we're coming up to, I think this is the biggest one, isn't it, Angel? I think this is kind of, I guess the first one you come to, and I think it might be a campground number 1. And this has got 3 or 4 rows. You can see them way back in there. They're fairly close together, but there's a lot of shade. Still a beautiful campground. Okay, we're here at the visitor center. I'll check it out and see what is all in here. If you can hear in the background, I'll stop a minute. Oh, now there's a car. Car is there. You can hear cicada season this year. You can really hear them.
We're having a small YouTube channel.
Okay. What's in here?
Little cave.
Oh yeah, it's a scale model of the actual cave. Here's a neat mussels of the Meramec River. Anyway, there are so many different varieties. Look at this one, how big it is. It's bigger than my hand.
This is not my thing.
Yep, there's channel cat, smallmouth bass. Here's a neat little fact, Angel, about the state park. It says the early application of the river's qualities led to the establishment in 1926 of Meramec State Park, the first of 4 state parks to be established on the river. All right, we have taken a trip down to the middle of nowhere to get to the Hamilton Hollow Ironworks, and it got some illustrations of some of the possible buildings that took place that were here back in the 1800s, but it's been gone for so long there's not a lot of information known about some of this. But the site was the former Hamilton Ironworks. The furnace went into first blast in 1873 and operated only 3 years till it was closed in 1876. Not the only thing easy, just go back here, we can see if we can find the furnace.
What'd you find out, hon?
Well, there's not a lot left to see back there, but there's a really neat, built back on the edge of the hill, a large rock furnace. The rock must have been 2, 3, 4 foot squares, and they built a real tall chimney basically, and they melted the iron down in that bottom of that for usable materials. So
It looked mighty ticky back over there.
I might have ticks on me, but I don't know. So I think we're gonna head back, we're all the way back around. Kind of go ahead and go around the outside of the state park to get into this area. So we'll go back around and get back in, and then check out a couple more things here in the state park. And of course, like all Missouri state parks, they've got a real nice picnic area with picnic tables, of course, little grills. I was surprised. We would come through here yesterday on our way, and of course it was Saturday, early afternoon, and there were a lot of people here using the picnic area. Sometimes we go through there, not anybody doing anything. 7 trails aren't there in this park. The longest one's like 8.25 miles.
And you can camp on it.
Yeah, it's got like 7 or 8 designated camping spots. So you want to backpack camping through there, that'd be pretty nice. There's quite a few of them that are real short, under a mile, that you can grab through. From what I see, although there are not any biking trails, and there's nothing for any type of off-road motor vehicle, ATV or anything like that, or motocross. So just hiking and walking. Well, we made it back to camp, having a little light lunch because we had a pretty good breakfast, and we're going to have a good-sized, interesting supper tonight. But I'll give you a quick little tour of our campsite. Didn't do that earlier. Of course, we have our traditional regular fire pit and picnic table. Of course, it's not the cleanest. Of course, we've been living here for a day. And this is a 50 amp, and I might have said this earlier, 50 amp also has 30 amp service here, so we can hook up whatever you want. And we are spot 197. It's a nice spot, fairly level. The only bad thing about this site is right in the edge of our campsite is the road that comes through. So this is actually the way coming in. And then you would have to come around as you go through, right around the corner in front. Try to make sure I got the truck back in as far as I could up next to the trailer so that people could come around the corner, especially with bigger rigs, because I noticed when they get on around here they have to end up off in the grass a little bit with the longer trailers. So but yeah, this is a really nice campground, and our spot's pretty nice. Both of these in this third loop are fairly level, not too hilly, kind of low spot down in here, but doesn't seem like it's really low to where there's any much problem with some wet areas. I noticed back in the earlier, we looked at a tour, we were driving around back to campsite number 1, campground number 1 area. There were some down there that we wouldn't want to be camping at right now, so because we had a lot of rain down here last week, so wouldn't be too good for them. So still water standing on the edge of them.
I guess that does it, honey, for this week's video.
Yeah, Iris is trying to say, hey, that's enough. You saying goodbye to everybody? Yep.
She says, if you like this video, please subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. That's a like. Share us on Facebook, Instagram, and join us next week when we conclude Meramec State Park. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.